Hi! I'm so excited to share with you today our craft and our lesson. I'm still missing all of you and just wishing you the best and hoping that you're all enjoying your time with your family. Today I thought we would do mandalas, so I sent your parents a bunch of different, I think actually 4 different mandalas, and some of them are pretty detailed, and then some of them are a little bit simpler. So you can look at the different mandalas that I sent your parents and you can pick the one that you feel you'd like to work on. I chose this one. This is one of the ones that I sent. It's just a flower in the center with some hearts on the side. So for this craft, all you really need is just your paper, your mandala, and some markers or crayons, or you can even paint it if you'd like to paint, and you can color it in however you'd like to color it. So first, we're just going to talk about mandalas and just understand what they are and what they're used for. So as you can see here, most mandalas are in the shape of a circle. Sometimes they're a little bit more of like an octagon or a hexagon or something like that, but they go around like this, whether the lines are straight or they're actually in a circle. And one of the reasons that they are in a circular shape is they are supposed to represent our universe and the fact that nothing ever ends, that we're always growing, expanding, learning, developing, and evolving into our best selves. So that's kind of what the connected circle or octagon or hexagon represents. And the fact that all the lines connect, usually with most mandalas, the lines all connect. We have some floating flowers in this one, but you can see most of the lines connect to one another. And that's just supposed to represent how we are all connected. All of life is connected within the universe. So that's a really cool thing about mandalas to know. And when you're creating a mandala, before you start coloring or doing anything, you want to set what's called an intention. And that just means that you want to think about something that you really want to bring into your life, and you want to bring that desire into your practice with your mandala. So let's say that you're looking for more joy in your life or more peace in your life. So you would set the intention of joy or peace, and you would, as you're creating your mandala, you want to think about joy and think about peace. So think about all the things that make you feel joyful or make you feel peaceful as you're creating your mandala. And as you select your colors and everything, you're going to want to think about the things that you're trying to bring into your life. So I'm using the example of joy and peace. You can call in whatever you'd like into your life, and you can set whatever intention you want for your mandala. So once you start coloring, as you're coloring, it's really a meditation. And some of you might know what meditation is and some of you might not. So meditation just means that we're focused on what we're doing, and if our mind is wandering and thinking about other things, in meditation all we do is we just notice that our mind is wandering and that it's not focused on what we're doing, and we just bring it back. So as I'm coloring in my mandala, if I start to think about something that happened yesterday or maybe something that I think might happen later on, as soon as I notice I'm doing that, I just stop and I gently bring myself back to what I'm doing. So right now I'm coloring in the center of my mandala. So if I notice I was thinking about something that happened this morning during breakfast, I would just say, oh, okay, that's not happening right now. Right now I'm coloring in my mandala. And so just keep gently bringing yourself back to what you're doing, and in that way your practice becomes a meditation. And so there's so many different ways to meditate. You know, we can focus on our breath, we can focus on a candle, or we can do a moving meditation like yoga, or sometimes you can bring meditation into your walk or your runs. So all you do is just anytime you're simply focused on what you're doing and fully aware of what's happening in the present moment. Anytime you're doing that, you're practicing meditation. So we're going to do that with our mandalas too. So I'm just looking at what colors represent joy to me, and I'm picking those colors and using them in my mandala. And as I'm coloring, I'm really focusing on what I'm doing. So it's a really simple practice. And once you finish your mandala, if you want, you can take it and you can have someone help you cut it out, or you can just kind of cut it a square around it to make kind of a little border, and you can put it up somewhere in your room to help remind you of your intention. So it will help you if you're having a day where you're not feeling joy or not feeling peace, or you're not feeling that intention that you want to see more of. You can look at your mandala and remember your practice and remember your meditation, and it will help you bring you back to that state. So they're very beneficial, and it's such a beautiful practice, and mandalas have been practiced for a long time in India and other Southeast Asian cultures. And, you know, recently in the last 10 years or so, we've seen a lot of other cultures bringing the practice of mandalas in as well. So I just leave you to your work and to your mandala. I'm going to keep creating mine here, and I'll send a picture, as I always do, of my finished product to your parents, and you can ask them to look at it. And again, I just miss you all so much, and I wish you the absolute best. And please feel free, if you want to send me a message or you want to say hi, just let your parents know you're always welcome to reach out to me. Again, we'll just end our time in prayer as we do in these videos. And so I'm just going to end in a quick prayer today, since I think our practice of the mandalas is very prayerful. And so I'm just knowing for all of you the absolute highest and best, knowing that Spirit, Source, Love, God, Light is moving through all things at all times. And so I know that we are all truly blessed in what we do. And I know that no matter what's going on in your life right now, I know that that higher power, that higher consciousness, God, Spirit, Love, is always with you, always with me, moving in all that we do. And so I know that we're blessed and that our time is sacred. And I'm so grateful to know that, and to know that about you and your families. And so I simply end our time in love, just letting it go into that awesome presence. And so it is. Blessings.